or Bella, what should the primary purpose of toys be in a parrot's life? Was that an answer? What's this? Look at this. What's left of it? Or an ordinary piece of wood? Hey guys, I'm Kaylin, the author of the Parrot Bliss Bond. Get to know African Grey and Cape Parrots, 30 perfect apartment pets, and a couple other books, all available on Amazon. This is Arabella, the dancing umbrella that my fellow brought home. And today I want to talk to you about toys for your parrot and the exciting role they should play in your parrot's life. We are going to, in this video, talk about 4 different things. The purpose of toys, toys in the wild, whether or not toys are entertainment, and the well-being of toys. So, starting with number 1, did you see Blue fly in? That's our Quaker. Number 1, what is the purpose of a parrot's toy? Now, as you know, you don't say. You can buy toys for your parrot on Amazon, at a bird store. Heck, they have some in Walmart. There's Blue. Hi, Blue. Did you come for the video? Thanks. Hi, sweetie. What is the purpose of a toy? Are parrots like children? Is the purpose to entertain them? Or is it something else? Hello. This girl needs entertaining. There's no way around that. Is that what she's like in the wild? In the wild, does she go to Birdie, Amazon, and buy toys? I don't think so. It's true. One of the differences between parrots at home and parrots in the wild is that in the wild, they have to expend so much time and energy foraging for food and maybe nesting materials, that kind of thing. So they don't have the time to sit back and leisurely play. So one of the questions is, does your parrot play? Because Blue doesn't really play. Arabella plays some. She does like to destroy. Is that the same as playing? I'm going to let you answer that for yourself. And of course, it kind of depends on the kind of bird that you have. But number 1, therefore, a lot of people might get a parrot toy to entertain their parrot, like when they're not home because they're at work. And I think that's really well intended, but it's just not going to entertain a parrot for very long. Frankly, I kind of feel like most children are the same. When you see young children, they usually want you to play with them. They don't want to be scooted off to their bedroom to play by themselves, even if they have a lot of toys. That only lasts so long. They want to do it. They're social, just like parrots, and they want to do it with another person, and birds are the same. So when you get a toy for your parrot, if your sole purpose is for them to be entertained, that may not be working. A lot of the times, just like a human, the most entertaining thing is another parrot of their same species. Number 2, are there toys in the wild? Blue told me he tried to find Birdie Amazon, but it didn't work, so he came home. So in the wild, like I was saying, they aren't necessarily looking for a toy. They don't have the time to look for a toy, but they certainly, I call them, are nature's recyclers because they do things like this. This used to be a beautiful green set of palm seeds. It was green. There were little round seeds on it. Oh, that's not a seed. They have annihilated it the way parrots do. So in the wild, what is entertainment is different. They're looking for things to shred, they're looking for materials for their nest, and they're probably looking for a lot of peace and quiet. Hopefully, my Amazons aren't being too loud. They're in the other room. Fingers crossed you can hear me. Number 3, entertainment. So again, I don't think that should be the primary purpose, and it doesn't work as a primary purpose with my parrots. Because if I have a parrot by themselves in a cage, they're not going to do as well, even with toys, than if they're in a cage with a friend, like I had said. So instead, A toy should be something that is used for, number 4, their well-being, and it may have the byproduct of entertaining them. But that alone, the toy alone, isn't going to make up for their social need. It's really interesting. If you've watched my channel, a little side note, I recently expanded my exotic pets into, hi sweetie, I know, into sugar gliders. And I have 3 sugar gliders in here. It's daytime, it's evening, but they're sleeping because they're nocturnal. But what's really interesting is in the sugar glider communities, people really push the fact that you should have 2 or 3 because they're so social. And I'm sitting there going, you know, that's really interesting because I hear some veterinarians say that parrots are okay alone. And I'm like, that's really not my observation, because my observation is that parrots are more social. They engage with each other. They preen each other. They talk to each other. Well, she's talking for him. They sit next to each other. My sugar gliders, when they're asleep, they're right next to each other. When they're awake, they're off like this, doing their own thing. And I'm not saying that they're not social. I'm saying that they don't come to each other and interact the way, look at Arabella right now. In addition to being a little loud, she's a cockatoo. That's not really loud. Come here, sweetie. Let me see if you'll quiet down on the shoulder. Hello. 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 Arabella's a really good example. She could get down right now. She could leave my chair, like she likes to do. She could go in another room. She could go on the cage behind us. But she would prefer to be with me. There's no toy here, and I'm not paying attention to her. And still, she prefers to be with me. Same with Blue. He flew into this room because he doesn't want food, he doesn't want water, he doesn't want to be somewhere where there might be something else to do, another chair to eat. He wants to be in here pecking at me, trying to get my attention, because they are so social. So it's really interesting to me because sugar gliders are in fact social, but parrots, in my perspective, are far more social. And I don't think either animal, just like you and me, should be alone. When we are, we get sad and unhappy. So, the role your toys should play in your parrot's life, number 4, well-being. It should be one for well-being. What do I mean by that? When you have a toy for a parrot, like just a piece of wood, which I need to drill a hole in and hang, they like to bite at it. They like to annihilate it. It is something that, with bigger birds, they'll destroy it, and it increases their well-being by letting them de-stress. I have been told that macaws actually need wood to chew on to remain de-stressed. Without it, they get stressed out. Another example, those toys that let your parrot do things like chew. Whether it's a toy you get that's an official toy, most of which are marketed to look cute and sweet for us, the humans, not for the birds, or whether it's enrichment that they destroy. I mean, look at this, guys. There's like fibers left. It has been just annihilated. Either way, it lets them work their beak, and it helps with that beak maintenance. So, whether it's a cardboard box, a piece of wood, whatever it is, one of the most important things for you to remember with your parrot's toys is not that you're getting it to entertain them. You should be getting it, I think, and what I do for my birds is for their well-being. And frankly, for their well-being, generally speaking, I can't get more bang for my buck than I can with natural enrichment and things like wood. Just wood and the palm seeds, if I find a palm frond. No, I understand that not everyone has that. If you have, if someone's cutting their mango tree and I can get a branch, I bring that home, I drag it home, because those are things that they like to chew up. Even my little guys, like my parrot Lex back there, they like to chew up the leaves, and then they start in on the branches and they perch on the branches in the meantime. I brought in a big frond for my minis, and they went under the frond, they were chewing up the frond, they were living with it. There is no toy I have found that works quite as well and sometimes lasts as long. So make sure that you're really looking at well-being more than entertainment, because you and another parrot are the most entertainment you can offer, not a toy. I hope that helps with your blissful bond with your parrot. If you have enjoyed Orabella, my umbrella, and Blue, please be sure to give me one of these. And then we will catch you in the next, hopefully quieter video with the my little sugar gliders. There's one of them, Pixon, and he's like, what part of nocturnal do you not understand? Okay. I just wanted to show you off. There you go. They're just so cute. All right, guys, and look at that. You can't see. They're back in. If I could show you. There is a tail sticking out. Do you see the tail? Oh, there's a head. And maybe I'll try to get him a moth that's flying around. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next feathered and furry video.